Alright, this is take one. I must admit, I feel a little bit like Michael Scott making a video of myself. Usually in his case, it's in case he dies and he needs to pass something on to his kids or something. For our case, it's some instruction on mountain climbing that avoids a meeting. And so with that, you should, earlier in the video, seen the maps and that kind of thing. Hopefully you got the attachment of the what to bring list. I just want to go over and show you some of the things that you will need to bring that are covered in that list. These are common ski type items. There is some technical stuff, but I will give you links to exactly where to rent it. The first thing you will need is a backpack similar to this one. What you really want to look for is the belt clip. It shouldn't hang on your shoulders the whole time. Your back will hurt because you're going to be on the mountain for approximately 8 hours. 8 hours with the backpack on your shoulders will kill you. 3 hours will kill you. It's good to keep the weight on your waist. So you can, if you don't have one of these, borrow one from a family member or something, friend. Or maybe I can hook you up with something. A strap just isn't quite enough, though. You've got to make sure it has some sort of padding so the weight's actually resting on your waist. You're going to want to make sure it has significant size, just because although you're not going to haul a lot of weight up the mountain, one of the things you are going to need to take is an extra layer in case it gets windy or cold higher up, which it usually does. As you gain elevation, it will get colder, so you'll need a jacket to pull out of there. This is unique and unlike skiing in that you can't go back to the lodge or back to your car and get whatever item it is that you need. What you brought is what you got, and so you'll bring a lot of extra things you may not even use. None of it's really that heavy like a jacket. Don't bring a heavy jacket. That gets me to my next point. The type of jacket you will want, both on your person and in your pack, needs to be made out of some sort of synthetic material. Theoretically, if it gets rainy and wet, we won't keep going, but you need to plan for the worst, and that is water. It is the Northwest. So what we have here is a jacket that will not soak up water, and there's no cotton in it. The saying on the trail is cotton kills, so you want to avoid any kind of cotton garments. And for some of us, we love cotton. We love to have a piece of cotton. This is a cotton shirt. I can't wear this on the trail, as a matter of fact. I have a different shirt to wear on the trail. Again, this is synthetic. And so I got this one at Goodwill for $5. It still kind of smells a little bit like the last person that wore it until I climbed a few mountains in it, and now it smells thoroughly like me. Oh boy. Well, it looks like I'm still recording here. Alright, so to continue our conversation about clothing, since we've moved from backpacks to clothing, is this. We've got our synthetic shirt, we've got our synthetic jacket here. Put that there. I like to wear a fleece pant on particularly cold days. Again, no cotton in it, but it's made of fleece, and it's nice and warm and cozy. And so I've got my synthetic long johns, my fleece pant, and then a pair of ski pants. And they need to be hopefully somewhat waterproof. Honestly, Scotchgard can do amazing things to even jeans, but again, no cotton. So check your tags. You'd be surprised what has cotton in it. A common one that I want to alert you to, socks. You can go to Walmart and you can pick out a pair of socks, and right across the tag it'll say wool socks, and I'll have a picture of a lumberjack, and there'll be cotton all in the things. So you want to get some sort of blend of wool and lycra or spandex. It's just fine. These are 80% wool. They're a little bit more spendy, but your feet will thank you for it. You should own a pair of these things anyway. Other clothes, long underwear, gloves. I prefer mittens with finger liners inside. That way I can take out of my mitten, operate my cameras and such, and then put my hand back in it. I'll like a hand warmer thing in there, a hot hand, something like that. I've got a ton of those if anybody needs to just have some. I buy them at Costco once a year and they expire if I don't use them. One piece of equipment you don't want to forget, a hat like this. It'll cover your ears, keep the wind off your forehead. Very important. Then, your one cotton item. I encourage you to bring this. It is made of cotton, and it is a bandana. And it's nice to wipe the sweat off your brow with, or to, like wipe a sunglass or a goggle with. It's cotton's super for that, super lightweight. You can wring it out. And oftentimes, somebody will have like a custom print one, kind of like this one is, and they will hold it across themselves at the top for their summit photos. This one's an outdoor store in Portland. Often people elect to take a pair of goggles as an extra item in their pack. Not a bad idea. You do want to bring, no matter what, a pair of sunglasses. Because theoretically, we will be summiting in broad sunshine, as you saw in one of the photos earlier. We started out and it was kind of rainy, and as we gained elevation, we got up and above the weather system, and it was, my eyes kind of hurt even with the sunglasses. So you want to make sure you get a good dark pair of sunglasses. People go on and on about brands and that kind of thing. I just always buy the cheap ones because I'm going to lose them. And let's see, final piece of outdoor equipment here. A shell to go on the outside of my soft shell. And this assumes some sort of rain is going to happen, or maybe snow. But the point is, I'm doing things in layers, and I'm covering everything in Scotchgard so it's waterproof. There's actually some more formulated things than Scotchgard. You can order them online. I think Nick Wax or Nicky Wax or something makes them. Those are kind of fun. You can fill your bathtub with this stuff and then dip all your layers in it and hang them. And then they're waterproof in and out. It's kind of weird to watch. Somebody commented on it the other day when I was running the turkey trot in the rain. They're like, wow, your clothes really wick. Yeah, they do. Other items you want to put in your trusty backpack. First one, headlamp. The reason we have this is because we're going to get on the trail and moving at 6 a.m. and it's still a little bit dark then. Also, if the unplanned happens, we've got some leeway because it'll get dark around 4:30, and if we're walking out of there at 5 o'clock, guess what? We're covered. We're okay. One year we had to go back up there and look for another guy that ended up with another party, and so there I am. Got my headlamp, thank goodness. So just kind of a little safety net. You're alone, not alone. We'll all be together. But you're in the woods, in the dark. Kind of scary, really scary without a flashlight. So hopefully that won't happen. But you need to bring this anyway, and it weighs almost nothing. I bring a kit like this one I put together. And it has a few key items that you may want to consider bringing yourself. A lighter, to light your cigarettes, of course, or, like some sort of survival scenario. A compass, again, assuming survival scenario. Definitely some sunblock. Some people apply this at the trailhead if they know it's going to be a sunny day. It's kind of iffy. I'll put it on halfway up. Some sort of multi-tool or knife is a good idea. Don't go too heavy, though, because, again, you're carrying all of this stuff. And chapstick. You want chapstick. I don't want to loan you mine. I will if I have to, but I've watched people just blister their lips by not applying chapstick every hour they climb. You're getting sun from above and sun from below, so you're getting it from two directions there. Additionally, you'll want a water bottle. This one's a fancy one that costs $10. I don't care where you get yours. I understand you can go to most gas stations and get a water bottle with water free inside for roughly $1. The volume is important. If I'm going to kind of prescribe how much water to take, this is a 32-ounce water bottle, and I will usually drink one of these at the trailhead before I leave, and then have 2 more of these in my pack. Some people bring as many as 4 of these things in their pack. This is where most of your weight in your pack will come from, is your water. There is no water on the trail. It's all frozen. So you want to bring whatever it is you think you drink, but minimum you need to have 2 of these. So 64 ounces or a half gallon. Did I figure that? Yeah, a half gallon in your pack in one form or another of water. But some of you guys sweat a lot, some of you guys drink a lot more water, and plan accordingly. I hardly sweat at all, and so I can kind of go light on it, and the lighter end would be 2 of these. Absolute lightest you can go. Luxury item. I recommend bringing a luxury item. It's a long trip. You want to make it fun. Mine is a digital camera that's waterproof and also has a GPS and a compass on it in case, we kind of, again, always planning for the worst. So far, knock on wood, never happened on my crew, and there's that. So anyway, my luxury item is that. I've seen people bring an energy drink at the top, which, the guy that did was glad he did, and kind of gave him a boost and gave him the energy for the way down, I guess, or something like that. I've brought in a taco from Taco Bell to eat at the summit. I've seen people bring like a cigar or something. Seems like it give you a headache at elevation. Let's see. What else? Let's talk food. You want to select some food and have it in a bag in your pack. And this food you will be munching on the whole way up. It's a common misnomer that you don't eat anything, really, or drink anything until you stop for lunch. But the whole way you're almost kind of trickle charging, and you're just kind of keeping bits of food in your system. And so you're going to want to primarily have things you can snack on, energy bars. Get ones that taste good. It's worth the extra money. If it's good for a run, it's not. But when you're climbing a mountain, you want it to taste good. I usually, put a few Snicker bars in there, some sort of meat and cheese, and I'll pre-slice this stuff at home and put it in a Ziploc bag. So I'm not, there on the side of the mountain and it's windy and, I've got a glove on and I'm trying to cut this stuff up. So just kind of have it pre-prepared, but think calories. Normally we're trying to shed calories in a given day. This time you're trying to get like the most calories per weight ratio. So we're talking like get a beef summer sausage and slice it up because your body's actually going to need to burn those calories. In fact, on this trip, you will burn an estimated between 6,000 and 8,000 calories. And so obviously you're going to burn some fat, which is great, but your body cannot burn fat that efficiently, believe it or not. And so you need some direct source to kind of help it out. And so if you plan a 1,500 calorie snack and think I'm going to burn 6,500 calories in fat, that's not happening. Your body just has to work too hard to burn all of that fat and get up the mountain too. And so you need easily accessible calories for the mountain. If you want to burn fat, jogging is a great way to do it. Mountain climbing, it's a byproduct, but that really, you got to get those easy access calories. If you just need like a little tub of lard and a spoon, whatever it takes to get those calories in you on your way up the mountain, think lots of protein, to be honest, and sugars, stuff that's the low-hanging fruit.